when I'm coming to school or when I'm going out, I'm consistently speaking English. But when I'm going home, I'm speaking in Urdu, and even a combination of Urdu and English, so it becomes like English. Okay, Sophie, can you give us your name and your role while you're dancing?
While I'm dancing? No. I'm a professional.
My parents are from South America, so I can definitely say that when you walk into the house you see that, because, you know, my mom will be watching telenovelas, which I love and I watch as well, so you hear Spanish all over the house. Or my dad plays salsa music and he'll actually start salsa dancing in the middle of the living room.
One of the big things in our house is you can't sit on the corner of a table, or like at the corner, or else you won't get married for 7 years. So like, if anyone sits at the corner, my mom's like, no, you need to get married.
We all had our tradition that kind of melted into this very interesting Canadian culture, and I think this show will represent that and kind of signify what we are as Canadians.
I remember one time when I was in grade 5 and my mom gave me some Pakistani food for lunch, and there was this boy, a really mean boy, who said to everybody, whoever doesn't like Zara's food, put your hands up. And a lot of the guys put their hands up, and the next thing I knew, I was eating food by myself for the rest of grade 5. But you know what? Now I'm so proud of it. I love my mom's cooking.
So I think what's hard about being a first generation kid is like, you appreciate being Canadian and stuff, but you want to break away from what your parents want you to do, but you still love your culture and who you are. So we want to try to make a show that kind of explores that issue.
Whether you're first generation or you're second generation or you're an immigrant or you have no idea what any of those terms mean, it relates to you some way, somehow. Like, it's a quirky story about two girls finding themselves in the city.
When we first began pitching this show, it all started with the idea of the conversation around immigration that has been so biased and so one-sided, and we want to tell different stories, that there's more to immigration than what the media has typically told us about. So I think, aside from entertaining and making people laugh, we're trying to be educational. Not to make it boring, but like, we're funny guys, but like good, funny immigration.